Alright guys, today we're going to be doing an oil change on this Camaro. This is a V8 6.2. The filter, let me show you. This is the size on the filter. If you're using a Delco filter, this is what the car is manufactured with. This is like the original filter for this car. So the number is PF48E, and there's a number below that if you need to see. Alright, and also the oil, I'm going to show you guys the oil that I'm going to be using. This car takes a Mobil 1 synthetic oil 5W30. That's the oil I will be putting into this car. So first what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to open this hood up. Alright, I have a lot of filth. I'm going to clean this up. This is from the leaves and stuff, these disgusting, you know, winter stuff. Alright, so let's come across here. This is a big engine, alright? It's not a small engine, alright guys? So let me see if I can put my light somewhere. To start off, we're gonna remove that cap, alright? You see that cap right here? There's the oil cap. Remove this. What this is gonna do is just put it somewhere aside. It's gonna ventilate the engine, so as the oil comes out, it's gonna suck air and all the oil will come out. Alright guys, so let's do that. And now we're gonna go up with the car and we'll go underneath and we'll work on the bottom. We'll drain the oil and change the filter. Alright guys, we got this car up in there. We'll go down below it and we're gonna come down here right over to this side. Alright guys, so here's the drain plug and there's the oil filter, the blue one right there. Right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start out by draining the oil in this car. Let me get my drain bucket and I'm gonna get like number 15 to remove that bolt, and we'll come right back. Guys, I moved my camera to a different angle so you can see better, and also I can position myself. So number 15, I'm gonna break the bolt loose. And this car probably has a lot of oil in it, and alright guys, I got the bolt loose a little bit, and now I can remove this bolt by hand. Make sure you have your drain bucket ready to catch the oil. There you go guys, we got the oil coming out. And we're gonna give this car a good 10 minutes for all the oil to drain out. And then we'll move over to removing the filter. That'll be the next step. So let's give this thing a good 10 minutes and we'll just wait for it. Alright guys, let me bring this drain bucket down. As we can see, the oil has finished draining. It's dripping now. And what I like to do is I like to clean this old debris in here. Alright, I want to show you guys one thing. You know, this is my car, so I forgot what I was supposed to do, so I'm gonna do this for the next oil change. My drain plug, the seal on the drain plug is dead. Alright, so that's why I have a small leakage, and that little stuff you saw that build up, that was actually a silicone I put last time. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'll put a little bit of silicone there. That's gonna prevent it from leaking so much. But next oil, I'm gonna order a drain plug, so next oil change I'm gonna make sure I have a new drain plug with the seal on it. So I'm gonna get this drain plug in there. I'm gonna let the silicone do its magic, and I'll wipe off that little bit extra oil. And I am going to tighten this bolt just where I think it's tight enough, and that's it. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave the silicone there just the way it is, let it dry up, no problem. Now we're gonna move over to that side. Let me set up my camera and we're gonna remove the oil filter. Alright guys, here we are. We have the oil filter here. We have the new filter. So we're gonna replace this new filter onto this housing. Alright, so to remove this filter, you're gonna need a filter wrench. This one doesn't have too much space around it, so you need a strap type of filter wrench. And make sure you have a bucket underneath, because this thing has oil, massive amount of oil in there. A lot of people, what they like to do is they poke a hole right there, let the filter drain out, but it's alright. A little bit of mess is not gonna hurt me. Once you have the filter loose, just give it a good spin off, and you're gonna see oil coming down. Let it drip out a little bit. We'll just wait for it. The oil that we're going to be putting in the car is only going to last about 5,000 miles. Alright guys, now I'm going to give a couple of more spins. There you go. You have the filter out. Alright guys, while the filter is draining, I want to show you one thing. If you look down there inside, this filter, the new filter, has a seal on, but the old filter, the seal didn't come down with it. See the seal is still up there, so make sure any other car, doesn't have to be this type of car, make sure that seal comes off, right? See, there's a seal. If I don't remove this, if I forget, I'm gonna put this filter on. It's gonna be double the seal, and it's gonna leak. All right, guys. So make sure you don't leave that seal behind. All right, guys. And let this oil drip. Meanwhile, what I'll do is you'll take a little bit of oil, just put around this filter, so the new filter oil seal. What that's gonna do is when you put this filter on, it's gonna slip the seal on better, right? If you don't put some oil, the seal might get stuck, jammed up, and that might cause the seal to rip up, or the alignment might not be good anymore, so it might just slip off a little bit, and it's gonna cause a leak. All right, guys, just make sure you wipe the housing down pretty good. And all right, guys, the oil has finished dripping, and now I can take my filter and put the filter on. Make sure you catch the threads, and then after that you should be able to just spin the filter on. Right now the filter's not tight, alright? And my hands are a little slippery with oil, so I'm not going to be able to get a good turn of it. So what I'll do is, gently, I'll just use this filter wrench. Just don't do it too much either. You don't want to kill the threads on that filter. That's it, guys. This filter is nice and tight, and we're done here. We'll bring the car down and we'll put the oil in the car. But let me pause here. Alright guys, we're under the hood now. I got my funnel ready, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put oil in this car. This car takes about 8 to 8.5 quarts of oil, so make sure you put the full amount that it takes. Again, the oil is 5W30. Alright, I'm gonna put this bucket in, and then I'll explain to you a little bit more things, and then I'll finish off the rest of the video after that. Alright guys, before my battery dies on my camera, and then I'm gonna finish up the job later on, Make sure you take this. I got this little thing here, it scared the heck out of me. Let me put that back together. Alright, that's the weather strip, very important. Make sure you put this cap back on. Alright, don't forget, just twist this cap back on, remove the funnel. So I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna charge up my camera and then we'll reset the oil life on this car. Alright guys, but do subscribe to my channel, and if you like my videos, just hit subscribe and tell all of your friends, and make sure you like my videos. Thank you for watching, and just stay tuned for the rest of the video so I can reset the oil life on this car. So I'll be right back. Let me put the rest of the oil. Meanwhile, I'll put my camera to charge. Alright guys, now that we have done the oil change, we need to reset the light. To reset the light, what we're going to use is this menu button, the scroll button, and this push button on this stick itself right here. Alright, so that's a push button. You can see my finger right there. So what we're going to do first is, you're going to turn the key to accessory, but don't start the engine. Alright, and you're going to pay attention to the screen here. What we're going to do is you're going to press menu here. You're going to go into this vehicle information, and you see it says 91%. That oil that's not the proper percentage. All right, now once you press menu, you can use this to scroll up and down, up and down, up and down, all you want. All right, you're gonna come down to oil life right here, and you're not gonna turn this knob no more. What you're gonna do is you're gonna press the button in the back end, and this option is gonna pop up, and then you're gonna scroll up with this again. You're gonna select yes, and you're gonna push this button again, and that should reset the light to 100%. All right guys, that's it. Thank you for watching, and subscribe. If you need any help with anything else, just send me a message. Bye bye.